Alright, today we'll be showing you how the average vehicle owner can clean their car the right way without damaging the paint or the surface of their clear coat, and kind of taking a detailer's approach to cleaning your car so that come time to have your vehicle detailed, it's much cheaper for you and you don't damage anything. So as you can see here, obviously stage one is to walk around the vehicle, check for any new dings, dents, rock chips, things you want to address before or after or during you cleaning the vehicle. So different hunks of mud and things within your vehicle that you want to address as you're going about doing what you're doing. After, of course, you have assessed the vehicle and checked that everything is in proper order and that you have found everything you need to, then obviously step one would be to wet the vehicle. Now here's where most people go wrong, because they want to get into the nittiest grittiest, dirtiest parts of the vehicle, such as the wheels and the lower parts of the vehicles that collect most of the road grime. That would be their first mistake, because what you're doing is, as you are getting your towel out and you're wiping clean the surface of your vehicle, you're picking up all of the particles and all of the imperfections in your paint that you don't want to be rubbing into your paint and scratching your paint. So therefore you want to start with the top half of your vehicle, or what most commonly would be the least contaminated paint on your vehicle, and then you want to wipe as you start from the top and just work your way down, all the way down. And you want to do the top half of the vehicle, normally rinse, do the middle and lower section of the vehicle, and then last but not least, the most contaminated part of your vehicle would be the wheels, because most vehicles these days have the big disc brakes, front and rear, and those brakes throw carbon all over your rims and tires, and that carbon contains particles that is damaging your paint, and it's not really something you want to be rubbing into your paint. So that would be the last step you want to do. And if you have more than one 5-gallon bucket, it's highly suggested that you use at least 2 5-gallon buckets, one filled with regular water that you rinse out in between washings, and then one with your soap. So that way you wet your microfiber cloth that you're cleaning your vehicle with, and in between wiping the vehicle and going to get more soap, you wring out the cloth, you dip it in the water, wring it out again, then get more soap and continue on just to get more contaminants out of the rags, so that way you're not going to be scratching your paint. Now obviously not everybody can follow these steps, so this is a basic homeowners, vehicle owners idea to do it. Now a lot of people use just basic rags, which is really another mistake when it comes to scratching your paint. And if you use a regular shop towel or something like that, then there's no point in even following any basic steps, because you're going to be scratching your paint anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. What you want to do is pick up yourself a set of microfiber towels at $5 at your local Dollar General or any cheap dollar store or automotive store that you can pick up and use to clean your vehicle. The same goes for washing, where you can use a regular hose will work just for anybody. Some people prefer to use a power washer like you see here. This is just fine for your paint as long as you don't have too aggressive of a tip on it, and you're more washing the paint, making sure you're not stripping or damaging your paint. So that leaves us to the final step of drying. Drying is probably one of the biggest mistakes and most common mistakes that people who decide to clean their cars make. Now, common fact, most people use from the old days the chamois. These things are just about as awful for your paint as they get. You can use them on your windows, but I don't even do that. Pretty much junk. They're good to look at. You don't need that. Once again, your cheap microfiber towels will actually dry the vehicle better, hold water better, and they're not going to scratch your vehicle, or at least damage the clear coat of your vehicle, thus keeping a finer surface, making your vehicle's paint last longer, look better for longer, and overall have a better curb appeal. This obviously is what most people want. If you don't want that, don't know why you're watching the video, but those are the basic steps to where an average person can clean their vehicle like a detailer and not scratch their paint. And when they compare their vehicles in the parking lot with their buddies, their vehicle is not as scratched up, and this is especially if you have a black vehicle. Black vehicles magnify the scratches in the clear coat because it's a darker surface, so you can see everything. Luckily here, this is an old man tan vehicle of pewter, and so it hides a lot of the stuff. but on a black vehicle especially, you can very much tell the difference. So thanks for watching.